Yeah.
Mercy.
What's up?
What's up? How you been?
All right. I mean,
Pretty good?
yeah, I've just been chilling. A lot of stuff's been happening lately. You know what I mean? I've been hanging around a lot of people that I know. Around the circle, just still trying to make money and stuff. You know what I mean? Just going day by day.
Are you still out here on the streets, or are you living at a spot now?
Actually, a friend of mine's been helping me out. He's been helping me pay for. We have like this tent set up in the backyard of the homie's house over here, down the street, and I like clean and stuff. I organize all of his stuff because he has a lot of shit. And so like everyone like comes and brings him new things every day, and it's just like it's like more and more work for me. You know what I mean? Like I clean up for him, I organize all his stuff for him. Make sure his room doesn't look like a big old pile of all kind of stuff, and he helps pay for, rent, and, it's every week. Everybody that stays in the backyard has to pay $50. Everyone that stays inside the house has to pay $100.
Okay.
And so we just, kind of have our little setup back there, and there's like a couple other tents back there too.
Oh, so the homie's renting out his backyard too?
Yeah, basically. He rents out the inside of the house, to some people that are willing to pay the $100, and then he rents out the backyard, to people that are just willing to pay the $50. You know what I mean? So that's what we've been doing lately. It's been a little bit easier for us, because I don't have to worry about where we're gonna sleep every night. You know what I mean? And it's about to rain today, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to set up the tarp and everything right on top of our tent. I had to make sure we have the whole bottom covered and everything, because like all that rain it'll come up through the ground. You know what I mean? Like it says that the tents are like weatherproof. That's just not true. Not true at all.
No, the moisture comes into the tent, huh?
Yeah, and not even just through the top. It's like through the bottom too. I had to get like a whole nother tent and throw it all over the top of ours. You know what I mean? So I make sure that it was like completely rainproof. Like all of our shit was soaked one night, like all of it. Like, cause not too long ago, how it rained for like 3-4 days in a row. Yeah, around that time. But before I had stayed over here at this house with my mom, I went to a program for 13 days. It's pretty cool. It was pretty fun. I liked that. I went to Buena Vista out in Chandler and Quick Creek Boulevard.
Do they feed you?
You get 3 meals a day. You get your own room with your own bathroom, your own shower. They give you toiletries and shit. I mean, they have unlimited snacks at the concierge desk right there.
That's cool.
And then they have a TV room with like a bunch of lazy boys, and you can go in there, whenever you want, except for when they're doing group. You could either choose to go to group, or you could just go back to your room, because you can't have TV room when they're doing group, because group is right there next door in the TV room. You know what I mean? But it was pretty cool. Like you got to get up and walk around. They had this little coffee machine. They had smoke breaks in there. But you had to leave your cigarettes at the front desk, you know what I mean? You had to come in with a closed pack of cigarettes, otherwise you can't take them into the back with you. Some people had vapes, you know what I mean? It was pretty cool. I met a couple cool people in there. I liked it. I mean, if I had to, I honestly was thinking about going back.
Did they recognize you in there?
Yeah, a couple people did.
Mercy right
there. A couple people did. They're like, "You were on YouTube, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh yeah, that's the chick with the boyfriend." And I was like, yeah, not anymore. If you would have watched any more of the videos, you would know.
So what's up with that? Have you seen Sabas?
Actually, no, I haven't, but I was in jail with his mom recently.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, they picked up his mom.
What was she locked up for?
She said that they had picked her up on a gun charge from a while back.
Okay.
And that her bond was $75,000 or something, like that. She didn't even know that if her boys knew whether or not she was in jail or not. But, yeah, it was crazy, the people you see when you go to jail. Like, once they took me into processing, it was crazy because when I was in the backseat of the cop car, it said that I had a Lobo charge for homicide. I had no idea what that was from. And I'm asking the guy questions about it. He's getting upset, so he just took me inside and just,
They said you had a homicide charge?
Yeah, a Lobo charge for homicide.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And they let you out still?
They said that they were keeping me in the back of the cop car for a little while because I was wondering why it took so long for them to take me into processing. He's like, a couple of detectives want to talk to you. And I'm like, about what? And he's like, well, it says right here you have a Lobo charge for homicide. I'm like, homicide for what? And once I started asking him more questions about it, he got like irritated. And so he just took me inside to processing. That's when I seen Sabas' mom. And I was talking to her.
What did she say about him? Is he doing better?
Yeah. I mean, she said that, they said that he has a job, that he's doing great by himself, you know what I mean? that he hasn't really had a girlfriend or anything, that he's just been focused on himself a lot more. And like, I'm happy that he is. You know what I mean? Kind of hurts to still talk about him.
Yeah. You
But
miss him?
of course. I mean, if you spend every single day with somebody for like a long period of time, you usually do end up always caring about them. Whether or not you talk or see them.
How long were you guys together?
We were together for 3 years. And then he got out of jail one time, and it was just it. He just stopped talking to me. We kind of just grew apart. But yeah, I seen his mom in there. She was kind of happy to see me.
That's good. So, your mom's still out here?
Yeah, she stays with me in the tent.
Yeah.
I told her when I had one, I'd asked her to go with me, but instead of going with me, she kind of like just laughed in my face. You know what I mean? So then I just left her. But when I got out, I came in to check up on her, and I knew that was gonna be a bad idea. I still did it anyways.
Well, sometimes you just gotta do things for yourself, you know?
I've been thinking about that a lot lately too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised when I seen you walking down the street right now. I was actually thinking about you like earlier. I was like, I wonder how Mercy's been. It's crazy, huh? Sometimes you manifest things.
That's true. That shit's really true.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how that works, but sometimes if you think about things for so long, like they come true.
Yeah, it's kind of like how people say when you talk about things, how you bring up things, how somehow that happen. Like sometimes people are like, oh, don't talk about the cops, don't talk about this, and you know somehow they end up showing up. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I've had that actually happen a couple times. You know, I had to hop the wall and some more shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, but like, it's for me, it's kind of been getting to be too much on me, taking care of me and my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, she is a grown woman, and a lot of my friends get upset at me for doing the things that I do for her because a lot of times they don't like the way that she acts towards me, you know, or how she tries to talk to me, or how she get attitudes with me, or like expect things from me. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like she demands it in a way, and that it gets a lot of my friends mad. You know what I mean? And like they just won't say anything to her because she's my mom, and they don't know that it get me upset. But like, a lot of the people that do know me, they know I do anything for her, you know what I mean? But it's like, lately, like I said, it's starting to be too much. And like, I was thinking of going back to drugs and just getting out and doing something on my own, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Even
glad
maybe
you're doing a little bit better, Mercy. Hopefully I see you and you have your own apartment already.
right.
Your apartment, a job, all that stuff. What kind of goals and dreams do you have?
Some of the goals I have, I mean, I wanna go back to drugs when I get out. I wanna, go back and do my time that I had to do because I am on the run again. Yeah, kind of fucked up. Didn't go to my court date. I was actually, the day that I actually had court, I actually called into the court. You know what I mean? And I told them that I didn't know whether or not I was late, and that I was calling to see if I could reschedule my court date. And they told me to call into a different office, and they gave me a name to contact and everything, and she didn't answer, so I left a voicemail. I never received a call back. So, I mean, after a week passes by, they just send out a warrant for your arrest. If you don't go back to court for that throughout that week, they'll send out a warrant for your arrest. So that's what I'm guessing happened. But I mean, so when I get out of, I'm just planning on going back, doing my little bit of time. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be a little bit of time, but you know what I mean. I'm just gonna go back, handle it, and because this time when I went to jail, I self-bonded out. Actually, it was $50. And once I got out, I was in there with a friend of mine. Me and her actually bonded out at the same time. And it's crazy because every time I go to jail, she goes to jail with me. It's weird, and we always end up in the same pod. But once I get out, hopefully, like this time, I'm hoping just try to stay away from everything. I'm gonna try to see if I could, look into some sober living houses. You know what I mean? Just like stay busy. Keep my mind off of everything else. including my mom. It's gonna suck, but I'm pretty sure she's probably just gonna end up going back to my nana's house. Like, not too long ago, she ended up leaving me out here, you know what I mean, and going to my nana's. I was looking for her for like 2 weeks, and I couldn't find her nowhere, and I was freaking out. And she comes back, and I'm like, oh, I've been at my mom's house, and I was like, so you didn't bother to tell nobody to tell me where you were going? You know what I mean? I've been out here, I haven't slept for a whole week. Like, I was on one that week. Like, it was bad, like, really bad. So, like, if she wasn't worried about me knowing where she was at that time, she shouldn't be worried about where I am in the future, you know what I mean? It's kind of messed up to say it like that, but it's like, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself to get better.
Exactly. All right, Mercy. Well, thank you for the update. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay if I post it on my YouTube channel?
Of course.
And just
Always.
in case anybody wants to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share? Do you have an email or anything like that?
I just got a phone, so yeah, I could give you a phone number to leave in the link.
What about an email?
Email, yeah, I got one of those too.
Yeah.
I can give you those in the link, yeah.
Do you know it?
I can give them to you right now after the video, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.